Yo, what's up everybody? It's Superfly Fat Guy 859 coming at you again. And I'm coming at you with a review of the Kershaw G10 Hawk. This thing is an amazing knife. I just want to start off by saying that. If you don't have time to watch the rest of the video, it's an awesome knife. Highly recommended. The G10 Hawk is a 3-inch 8CR13 MOV blade, 4-inch handle, 7 inches overall. The weight is exactly 2 ounces. And it feels like every bit of that, man. It just kind of disappears on your pocket. I did clip it to the pocket quite a few times, and I kind of forgot I had it. You know, it was one of those kind of deals. But awesome little blade. It shoots out like a little rocket. It reminds me a lot of, and I think it might even have been Kershaw. It reminds me of like a baby version of a fillet knife, even though it doesn't have the bendability, if that's a word, of a fillet knife, because it is a fairly thick stock for as small and thin of a knife as it is. But it just reminds me of like I said, I think it was Kershaw. They came out with like a fillet knife that had like a blue handle. And this basically looks exactly like that knife, just a very short version of it. But it also kind of reminds me of an elongated X-Acto knife. Like it just reminds me of that. Super sharp. I actually got this as a gift, and when I got it, it was razor sharp. I've used it quite a bit. I actually just wiped off the blade, but you can still kind of see the smudges and stuff. So that was kind of cool. It was messing with my camera. But anyway, the edge, I mean, I've used it pretty much, I mean, for everything you can think of. Actually, just a few nights ago, I was at a little get-together, and I was feather sticking. Wait a minute, I was feathering some sticks. Does that make sense? Anyway, it didn't do that great of a job, actually, in that particular field, but I wouldn't imagine it to. This is more of a you know, just an EDC, just a, you know, cutting boxes open in letters and, you know, paper and stuff like that. This isn't exactly a bushcraft knife, so it didn't work too well in the wood field. But I mean, it still did the trick. It was just it was kind of hard because it's such a thin blade, or a short blade. I don't know how to explain it this way, but it's, you know, it's a pretty steep hollow grind, so it's you know, it's kind of fat behind the edge, and it didn't feather stick very well. We'll just leave it at that. Satin finish, as you can see, and just like I said, just an overall awesome knife. Country of origin is China. If I could get the stuff to focus here. Here we go. So there's the model number 1530, made in China, 8CR13 MOV. The thumb stud is, you know, right hand only, but it looks like you can take it out and put it on the left, so that's up to you. The pocket clip is kind of, it doesn't have your regular like mount. It looks like it could be mounted either way. I'm not sure, but it actually kind of gets mounted in these little slots here. And by the way, these little slots are awesome. I just think they're a nice little touch for this knife. And I'd like to see it. I don't think it would cost too much more. I mean, this knife, well, I think it's discontinued now, so if you can find it, I would pick one up if I was you. But I think they were going for like $18 or $19. You know what I mean? So it can't be too much more to put, you know, just little accents in the blade. Like, I wish Kershaw would do that with a lot more of their knives that are just kind of plain, you know, satin finish G10 handles, and that's it, or you know, some of the other handle materials they use. But it's just a really nice touch to see that, and actually you can, you know, they go all the way through, so it's it just kind of breaks up the monotony, if anything. And of course, I'm sure it lightens it up a little bit too. But it does have full liners in it, you know, other than the cutouts and that you see here. It does have full liners in it, liner lock. Lock up's pretty good, and there is no No blade play whatsoever, up and down or left to right. Just overall, just a great little knife, man. It's got a little lanyard hole, although it's kind of small. I mean, I think you'd have to gut paracord to get it in there. But overall, just a sweet little blade, man. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. If you haven't guessed already, I highly recommend this. Like I said, it is discontinued though, so you have to do a little work to find it. But I think it'd be a great addition to anybody's collection. So everybody, take her easy.